Greetings to all of my brothers and sisters all around the world who are followers of William Branham, and to my brothers and sisters in the Total Exodus Assembly in Trinidad and Tobago and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It gives me real joy and pleasure to be here this morning and reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters all around the world, especially my black brothers and sisters, because you're the ones who have been sent to, for being called and raised up to bring a message to black people, because the message was hidden from them. The true esoteric message of William Branham was hidden from them, and they were given the exoteric side of the message. So they have actually built their house upon the sand, and I'm here to tell you to build your house upon the rock. It's solid, objective, vindicated facts. Now, before I go on any further to speak to you about dove leading eagle and open to you more about the conscious and the subconscious mind and how thoughts become things and how we become what we really think about, I just want to say something to you. When we got here this morning to film, and I decided to film by next to this, the root of this massive tree, to enjoy the energy that's coming from this tree. Around the next side, when we got there, I was told that the tree was actually like speaking. He was making a song. When we made a further investigation, it's a hive of bees. It's honey in the rock. That's a sign, my brothers, my sisters. And then, when we got around this side, and I did my first video concerning the wounded dove, after I finished, then it was drawn to my attention of this right here. This is the skin of a snake, or what people refer to as a serpent or a snake. Okay? I remember it is said that as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, so shall the Son of Man must be lifted up. And that was said in St. John 3, when it was actually dealing with the Immaculate Conception. Because St. John 3 is also Isaiah 7 and 14. But because you are given the exoteric side of the message, you are made to believe that the virgin birth only equates to a woman, and it has nothing to do with a man. Not knowing that the virgin birth is only signifying a birth that is outside sex. A supernatural birth. A birth into the world of spirit. A birth into the world of the invisible. A birth where you become one with the wind. Now, the reason why I can say that to you, because that's my experience. That was what I've experienced to know that I was actually sent. It is when I awake within myself, like a fiery being, after experiencing a great shaking or a great reverberating, as of a mighty earthquake, and I awake within myself, heard the unearthly wind, and ascend up on high, and exit my skull, and became invisible. And when I became invisible in another scene, that same being that became invisible became a great magnet. And that's why I understand now how everything has been created into this world and how everything comes into this world. What will bring me now to the dove leading the eagle, to show you it is speaking about your thoughts leading your energy, and that the dove must find a place to land. And when the dove been sent out, which is your thoughts, it must come back and return to you. That's why Isaiah 55 was given to me as a vindication of my calling, that my word would not return unto me void, which is my awakened imagination. Because when you awake and you have a true awakening, anything you can imagine, you can manifest it. And they do not want much people to come to that kind of realization. Now, when you understand that the Bible have no reference to anyone that ever existed 1,000 years ago or any event that ever took place upon earth, and that the Bible addresses the human mind and must be interpreted psychologically, you will understand that the ark of Noah is actually speaking about your body. And the two of everything is speaking about the male and female, or the masculine and feminine energy in every one of us. Also, it is speaking also of the law of gender. And when you understand that, you will understand when you speak about the water is a symbol of truth. And that there were so many things on the outside, or there are so many things on the outside that can convince you otherwise, that you have to float or lift yourself above those things that seems to be the truth, and lift your frequency, lift your vibration, lift your thoughts to higher state of consciousness. That's what it's speaking about when it says that the ark float on the water. It is rising above the political system, the educational system, and the religious system. Because when we use our thoughts and the things that have been manifest, because everything in this world was for us imagined, everything was for us a thought. Those are the same things that you can allow to contradict the greater power that is in you. And instead of you acknowledging that you are the perceiver and that's the perception, and that you are the creator and that is the creation, many end up worshiping money. Many end up worshiping idol, because they've been led to think outside of themselves. And they've been taught to look outside of themselves instead of within themselves. So many have the concept in their mind that it's an actual dove, or a literal dove and a literal eagle. Because I remember my brother that tall Exynos was pointing to a white dove and a pole somewhere in Central America, as I have to vindicate Brother Vin ministry, which I know, and I'm saying this with all respect to Brother Vin. I know he's been called, but he was called to carry the exoteric side of the message, because that was the first side of the message that was given, because they didn't want black people to come to a higher state of consciousness and to come to know who they are and to look within, to use that creative, imaginative power and use it more effectively. Okay, so my friends, the dove leading the eagle, it is your thoughts leading your energy, I want to focus you now how to lead your energy. That's why I'm encouraging you not to go to bed ignorantly, but to be more aware as you go to bed. And that is why I will always mention these scriptures for you. Because when you keep repeating something over and over, the subconscious mind will actually like download it. Because it has a memory. And also, just to mention, the reason why I can say all of these things to my black brothers and sisters is because of the Akashic record, which they had destroyed many of our ancestors, but they cannot destroy the DNA. So because I'm still carrying that strain and of DNA within me, that is why I can come and speak to you. So I want you to take from this that your thoughts is what is creating your reality. And when you speak of God, you're speaking about your positive thinking. And when you speak of the devil, you're speaking of your negative thinking. Because you who go to church and get yourself tied down in such system as church system, for you to live right, it takes thoughts. And for you to go the opposite, it also takes thoughts. So everything was first a thought, everything was first imagined, and the way you go to bed would shape your tomorrow, your next week, your next month, your next year, and for the rest of your life. So you've been encouraged how to go to bed in Psalms 4. You've been encouraged how to go to bed in book of Job. You know, we so much cause I'm saying Job, but it's actually Job. Okay? And it's in Job 33. You read it and you'll find the verse. Okay? And in the Songs of Solomon, that tells you what to do with your desire and how to bring your desire into your mother's bedchamber. So remember that. Remember to read also Luke 17:21. That the kingdom of God is within you. And do not forget 2 Corinthians 13:5 that says that you must test yourself, you must prove yourself, you must examine yourself to know if you are in the faith or not. To know for yourself that Jesus Christ is in you. Because Jesus Christ is that creative power. And there's only one creator. And there's only one creative power. And it's the power of imagination. Because the creator is your own human imagination. That is why you have to know what you are imagining and be careful of what you imagine. And what is your wish. And what you will love to accomplish. That's why you've been admonished to seek first the kingdom which is within. Look within first. And the secret of creation will be revealed to you. My brothers, my sisters, I believe I've gotten my message across to you. I want to say how much I love you, how much I appreciate you. And always follow your intuition. If what I'm saying is of any help to you, and your intuition is telling you to either subscribe, or like, or dislike, or to comment, or to put what I'm saying to the test, or if your intuition is putting something upon your heart to ask me to speak on, I am here, my brothers and sisters, to help you because that's what I've been sent to do. I want to thank you very much for your patience with me. Love you and peace.